guys, welcome again to Women's Q channel, and this is going to be the episode 2 entitled Dating Differences, Philippines versus America.
It's a very interesting topic because as you know, it's really popular now, especially with all the dating issues going around Pilipinas. Yung kay Katniel.
Oh my gosh, oo.
So, yeah.
Mayanig ang mundo, no?
True.
Mayanig ang mundo.
No, it's because
Pati kami nadadamay.
And that's affected.
I never would have thought na mag-break sila, honestly.
Yeah, because we have that standard. I mean, if you guys are in a long-term relationship, like people will look at you and like, oh my God, like ito yung standard, ito yung basihan.
Yeah, and they were together for like how many years?
11.
That proves that years doesn't really matter, So
Anyway.
Anyway, personally, time doesn't matter kasi you meet someone that you really like, in just a span of like how many months or something, and then you compare it to your other relationship na, let's just say maybe 15 years, and then it didn't work out. But ano ba yung tawag sa mga instances na before na parang ikaw naging fixer? For example, may jowa ka na 10 years, tapos hindi ka pinakasalan.
Yeah.
Tapos yung babae na dumating, the woman that came into his life after you, he married her.
Yeah.
So, for me, time really doesn't matter. Of course, it plays a part, but like at the end of the day, it's not like the deal breaker. You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to our topic. So our first key point would be courting. So let's compare the courting.
How is it?
Yeah, how is it in the Philippines and how is it in America?
Well, usually in the Philippines, if you're a guy and you like women or a woman that your type, you go to this stage where you need to like court this girl, go into that process to get to know each other, and it would even take enough time. You guys will take your time to get to know each other before like diving into relationship. For courting stage, it's not even final yet. Like if a girl approves of you courting them or her, then that's just only take it just as a yes, that okay, you have my approval that you can court me, but then there's no assurance that the girl will agree of having a relationship with you.
Or exclusive.
So it's just a chance.
Or
it's just a chance.
Exclusively seeing you, or
Yeah. And then I feel like the courting situation in the Philippine culture is really sweet, and it has its own pros and cons, but most of the time it's really sweet and it's really romantic. And a lot of Filipinas, especially the women in the Philippines, they're hopeless romantics, like me. I remember this time before, a guy had courted me, my ex specifically. It was on my birthday and he brought me flowers, and then but yeah, and then I think it was my longest relationship. But I know for a fact that Filipinos are more sweet, maybe. You think they're sweeter than like foreigners? 100%.
I think so. Very romantic.
Yeah, they're very
Expressive.
Yeah.
They're more expressive.
Yeah. Because here, like guys here, like they're really direct with their thoughts. It's too direct that there's no other way of like expressing it. But in the Philippines, like Filipinos are like really creative. There's so many ways that they try to express themselves in a different way. It could be letter, it could be I don't know, like music.
I remember my ex used to give me like love letters.
See?
Oh.
I mean, maybe for younger generations here in the States, it's still, it also still happens.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you're dating in your 20s, especially with dating apps, especially with dating apps, people, I feel like I'm not saying all people on dating apps, I'm just saying that, like, based on my experience, like, most of the guys that I talk to on, like, dating apps or things like that, they don't really take things seriously because they know they have a lot more options. online. So it's basically just going through a magazine. It's like basically you're just like flipping pages in a magazine, seeing okay, I like this girl, she's pretty,
this may work,
benching people, and seeing who's the best one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess, but like still it's not really a good thing to like, if you're talking to somebody, then take them seriously,
Exactly.
Like you don't have to
save your time, save other people's time.
because people invest energy, they invest time, energy, even money to make things work, and then at the end of the day, it's it's not gonna work out. It's so unless there's a good reason for it not to work out, you don't have time for that because you have work. You work full time here in the States, so people resort to dating apps, and it's just a sad reality that some people don't take it that seriously.
Yeah, and the effort is no longer there. I mean, compared before, like they even like go to the park or like the very simple
quality time.
Yeah. Now everything's like very fast
and physical.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's just be real though.
It's a trap.
Let's just be real. I mean, of course, people like the physical stuff, but like at the end of the day, that's not what's gonna make your connection like more solid. It's the quality time that you spend together. Like even the simple things like going out to eat, or like going to the park, or even just getting ice cream together, or like milk boba together. That's enough. But these days, I think it's all about like physicality.
Yeah,
Physical connection.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like
you guys should go to the right phase.
For everybody, it's not for everybody. It depends on like somebody's value. If they're into it, then they're gonna go for it. But really depends on the person too.
Yeah, there's one thing I've learned, that if somebody likes you, then they'll show it to you.
That's true. And no question asked.
Yeah, so
you wouldn't even question it.
If they really liked you, then you shouldn't feel any doubt if they really like you. So, but if the second that you start to doubt na gusto ka ba nila, the answer is no, they don't like you that much.
Exactly. Because why would you question it? If you are like a foreign and you're planning to date a Filipina, this is I think this is what I'm gonna say. Because in the Philippines, even though you already got the approval of you courting them or courting the woman, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will get a yes, like getting that commitment. Because it doesn't work that way in the Philippines. So as long as you hear the woman that you like say that, oh, okay, let's get in a relationship, then you already have the approval.
I'm gonna say there's approval, but it's not gonna be like a yes or no. We're together now, but they're like an approval of them
just
that's
courting.
Already dating here.
Yeah,
that they know that they're already dating, but the thing is, it's just a question of, are you just the only one that he or she is dating right now?
Like what Sherry mentioned earlier, you wouldn't even know if the guy or the girl that you're hanging out are still dating other women or other men. You wouldn't know that because it feels like, I don't know, like I feel like it's just awkward to ask if you guys are like hanging out already, and then you ask like, oh, am I the only one who you're seeing, or right? Like, it's just weird.
And people aren't honest all the time.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter.
As far as we know.
Yeah, if you're lying, why would you be, But in the first place, if you guys are not yet in that situation, why would you even lie? I don't think there's a reason for you to lie. Like, why would you lie?
They're so interesting. They make everything harder when things can be easy.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yeah. So basically, I would say I would rather date in the Philippines. Maybe.
Are you sure?
It's just
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Sure.
Because the culture here really is different, and I'm not used to it. I'm not saying that all of the relationships in the Philippines is like 100% like successful.
Yeah. Successful.
Meron pa din naman nag-cheat sa Pilipinas.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying, like, the talking stages in the Philippines is a lot better than you know.
Yeah, it's much clear
Yeah.
compared here.
And here it's so basically they're just searching and searching for the best person that they could find, even though they already found the connection that was really nice in the first place. They're still looking for something better. So I don't know what's the deal.
Philippines, you're like entertaining the courting stage, or you're courting somebody else, or here in America you're dating exclusively or not. Always know your value. Like, are you gonna
Yeah.
date to marry, or are you just gonna date
Play
just
around.
to play game?
Yeah.
Because it's just gonna be, at the end of the day, it's gonna be you that will pick up yourself, whatever
Exactly, the
situation
consequences.
That's just my takeaway. Just know your core value.
Yung sa akin naman is that first, always put yourself first. Kasi, you know, I strongly believe in you can't really give something that you do not have within yourself.
True.
And it's always good to put yourself first kasi at the end of the day, it's gonna be you. You know, I'm not saying you're gonna be alone, but like, you know, iba pa rin talaga yung love mo for yourself. Love yourself and then you love others.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
attract right person.
If you don't love yourself and then you
Yeah,
love
people will just gonna treat you like less than what you deserve.
Yeah. Fair. At the end of the day, you need to remember, you need to put yourself first and remember na your energy is sacred. You can't just be giving
Giving it away.
Giving it away to
Right.
anybody, you know. Especially with like the physical, you know. Because I
Exactly.
strongly believe if you're doing physical things with a guy,
You're
it's like
exchanging
it's
energy.
an exchange of energy. Example, if the guy that you're dating or you're seeing, he's like an anxious person, like for example, my depression or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're
You get to
perfectly
adapt
fine.
that.
Like as a girl, you're perfectly fine. You're bubbly. You're happy, and then it kind of like
That's true.
transfers to you.
That's
you know.
true.
I strongly believe in that.
Yeah. Doon nagsastart yung like nagiging toxic eh.
Yeah.
Kasi even yourself, you can't even like protect yourself from that energy.
Yeah.
Kasi nakakain ka na eh, kumbaga.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that for yourself. You would want a partner who's gonna bring out the best in you, not bring you down. It's completely okay to explore because in that way you can learn. You know, you can learn and then you make mistakes and you learn from it and you know
Make better decisions.
Make better decisions. I realize that you should always show your affection regardless of the heartbreaks that you have encountered before in the past. You should still be your loving self, you know.
Yeah.
Because I strongly believe that all the love that you put out will eventually come back to you, you know.
And at the end of the day, you know, like you would want honesty for yourself as well. You know, like it's better that you admit what you truly feel than being preserved and you'll regret it.
Yeah.
Try
That's the
and
worst
then if it
feeling.
works then that's good. If not, then just move on and
Yeah.
get lesson from it. You know?
Exactly. Kasi, yeah, I mean, it's always good to be true, regardless of the consequences. Kasi, it's better to be genuine. Especially when people nowadays, they don't really show their true self. You know, because of all the issues and the dramas of life, the problems of life. But, and then, for modern dating, ikaw ate, as a big sister, maybe, what advice can you give to like modern dating?
Since you're in a successful relationship, ano yung advice na mabibigay mo para mag-work out yung dating situation, 'di ba? Kasi may mga tao na takot mag-jump in sa relationship.
I would say secure relationship right now. But I would say,
Sana
paano ba? Like, kasi kapag nasa courting stage, like from the courting stage pa lang, like, it should be clear from the person that's entertaining the courting and the person that's doing the courting that they both, you know, like in the courting stage, they both be honest with each other. Just be honest and be like truthful and just show whatever bad or good. And then, kung hindi talaga applicable yun sa babae or sa lalaki, then that's the time, kung hindi talaga match, then that's the time that you'll move on. Kapag siguro pipili, sa girls, sa insight ko, like kung sinasabi sa mga kapatid ko, like kasi mga babae kami, mas marami kami mga babae sa family, so lagi ko sinasabi, kasi I have a friend before back in college na parang Kasi I don't have the father figure. Like, growing up, diba? I don't have that kind of like guidance sa father. So parang she's very parang paano ba to? Very close sa father niya, and yung father niya lagi sinasabi sa kanya na, you know, when you like meet someone and you're gonna invest your emotion and your all to somebody, you gotta make sure that this somebody has this parang sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
Kasi if this person or this guy has this sense of responsibility, everything will work out. It'll show like how this person take care of himself and how he's gonna take care of you or the family like moving forward that he's gonna build with you. So parang yun yung naging takeaway ko dun sa friend ko na yun.
That's
true.
Totoo. Kasi if a guy is responsible with himself and with his life, what do you expect? Diba? Like,
He's gonna be responsible with you and your
Yeah,
family.
that's true.
And then if he's not responsible right now, then
Yeah,
don't
why would
expect
you
yun.
think? Like, kung ano ka as a person and how you work out with your life and yourself, in the near future, syempre, ano ba yung in-expect mo na magiging surroundings mo? Pwede yung same energy na meron ka,
Yeah.
and how you built yourself, you get to surround with this kind of people.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, if you realize or like if you think that you're ending up with like the wrong people, you feel like you're dating the wrong people, then you should, you know, get yourself, like, you should check with yourself that, am I ready to be in a relationship? Do I have to work on myself more? Why am I dating these wrong people? Why
What's
am
your
I dating
intention?
cheaters? Why am I dating,
Yeah.
you know? So that means
Why do I
also-
attract this kind of
Yeah,
people?
why do I attract
Yeah.
these kind of
Yeah.
people? There's something wrong with me that I have to fix, you know, that people cannot fix. You have to
fix.
work
You have to
yourself
start for
first.
yourself. Yeah.
Because there is a reason why you're attracting these kind of people, you know.
And it's not good. It's always not good because you're adding trauma to the trauma you already have. You know. Like
Yeah, that's true. Instead of healing,
you
you're
have
just
to
adding
heal.
more.
Yeah. Just heal. Heal
Yeah.
first.
I think
Before-
I think we should start on that, you know,
Yeah.
before wasting other people's life, other people's time, other
Grabe naman
people's
life.
investments, and everything.
So before wasting other people's life,
Wait.
before wasting other people's
Oy,
time.
kasi diba like, let's say yung Katniel, diba like they've been for like what,
Hoy!
11 years? 11
Hindi
years?
naman daw na waste yung time.
Well, of course, like there's a lesson there, there's wisdom there. But what I'm saying is, you know, if you are intentional, even from like the beginning, if you have that vision, then hindi mauuwi sa ganun. You know? Kaya nga diba sinasabi nila, like how you started, dapat i-maintain mo yun. I-work out nyo yung ganung klaseng setup nyo. Kasi if not, then
Swerte talaga. They're so lucky to find each other.
I know, but there's just a thing nowadays, you know, with the online technology and stuff, people think that they have endless options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Even though they already have this really nice person,
Yeah,
they
and
try to go out and find someone better.
Yeah.
And then when they don't find someone better, they go back. So like,
Kasi
you
feel
know,
ko
And
lalo.
there's no such thing as better
Oo.
because we're all not perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You just need to find that imperfect person to be with to have that perfect moment.
Ay!
You know?
Shush.
So I have a question. Okay? Dito na tayo kasi na ano na natin to, modern dating, everything. Okay. So, here's a question that I have. I prepared this and let's see kung ano yung take nyo dito.
Okay, ma'am.
So, as a woman, how do you look after yourself in dating, either in America or in the Philippines? And how do you apply to your standard, knowing how it was in dating back home and how here in the States? How do you hold your standard?
For me, regardless of where I am, I have the same standards now. So, I won't be settling for less kasi I give myself everything I want. You know, everything
Right.
that makes me happy. Of course, I want somebody who adds value to myself and not take away value from me. You know, based on my experience lang. And then, you know, and also I want to work on myself to the point na I'll attract good people around me, and then eventually find someone who will care for me and who will love me, you know, long term. Because of course, we're dating to find someone that we will live with for the rest of our lives, diba? So So yeah, regardless of where I am, it's still the same standards that I will, same values that I will apply to myself and when I'm dating somebody.
Right now, I'm focusing on growth and growth and for myself. Like
Yeah, because you're
so that I
already
can
pretty
be the
stable.
best version of myself when we have this time and opportunity to be together. That's what I'm working on.
Aww.
Yeah.
See, this is how people should be. They need to be working on themselves so that they can be the best version. I think that's what they call love, being the best. Working on yourself.
Because you care.
Because you care for your partner. You want to give the best to your partner too.
And not only that, kasi it also shows that you love yourself while
Loving
Loving somebody. Yeah. Diba?
Cheers!
how do I look after myself in dating and my standard, still, going through a lot of things, but siguro the simple way to say it is I don't wanna be treated less, and I'm I'm protecting my peace as of this moment. If you're not gonna be the right person that would take an effort to be there and prove yourself, kasi what Sherry mentioned earlier, most of the Filipinos are hopeless romantic, and to be honest, ako ganun kasi talaga ako, that's the way I love. So right now, I'm still working on myself to be a better person. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to be the best version of myself. So if I'm able to do that, then I will attract the right person for me too. So yeah, but the standard is still there, I still have that hope in me. Sometimes I just feel bad because I'm turning into this kind of person that I'm,
You're not.
that I'm not. So that's why I said, I'm being transparent with you guys that I'm still trying to heal, that part of me, because I want to be the better person, so I would be able to attract the right person for myself. And yeah.
Yay!
Cheers!
So in conclusion, regardless of where you're gonna be dating or where you are located, the first step is always to work on yourself first, and then everything will follow. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for staying with us and listening to all of our stories. We hope you guys learned something from this episode, and hopefully, if you have any suggestions about what kind of topics you want us to cover in the next episode, then feel free to let us know in the comments below. And then, we'll see you guys in our next episode. Have a great day.